Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today, over the past week or so, I've been working on another Valerie Sjodin. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But I love making her, type of folders that she makes or books. And I think this is my fourth one. But kind of like an inspiration video today. And all I used was regular paper that I had out of this Create book. And let's see if it says, no, it does not say what poundage paper this is, but I don't think I'll be using that again. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, I used some, the dilution sprays, which over the weekend I had went to Joann's, and to my surprise, they had a bunch of dilutions on the clearance rack, and I could not believe my eyes. I don't know how many things. They might have had 10 packages. You know how they come in the package of 3, and they was on the clearance rack. And plus I have, I always use my coupons, which they have like maybe 20% off of clearance items. So on top of getting them, I believe they were on the clearance rack for $5 something a piece, and with the 20% and the coupons and the vouchers I had, I got them for $2.39 each. So, actually, I always take my husband with me because, that's twice the discounts that I have. And he has an account, I have an account. And I can rack up on, using more coupons. So, he said, I had already ordered, like the shimmer sprays. And I was going there to pick those up, but like I said, when we got back there, we seen these, and I only grabbed like two of these, and my husband said, grab some more, and I said, well, I don't want to be greedy, but then I grabbed like 3 more boxes. So I got a bunch of the same, but the ones I'm mainly interested in is kind of like the yellows, reds, and blues. I have enough of the dark blues. I have some I haven't even opened yet. And I rarely use the purples, which I may. One's a shimmer, one's a spray ink, so maybe I'll use that with this. But, some things I would do differently in doing this journal. We'll go through it right fast. And, I was so excited to get the inks that I just come home and took some of that paper and sprayed like 6 sheets. These here are my own stencils, which I'm trying to look for them over here. I've had these for a while, and so I don't know where you get those. I don't know. It says Hallmark. I really don't know where I got them. So anyway, I used the stencils after I sprayed these with the yellow and pink. You can see in the orange. And then I used these stencils. But then I think I had I'd saved this little cup from Wendy's, saved the top, saved a medicine cup, and did my circles. But anyway, I really just have to, look at the Valerie Sjodin journals, and I try to mimic her as close as I could. And so it folds like that, and here's the inside. She does a bunch of greens and blues on one page, and then the really bright colors. So here's the other one, and you know she always does one with the fire. And this stencil here I had gotten, I believe, over at Joann's. You know, you can see that at Joann's. And it looks similar to one she uses in her videos. And if you're going to get stencils like Valerie Sjodin stencils, you need to get one that's symmetrical all the way around, because that's mainly what she uses. And then, you know, she'll do a blue outer edge and a pink inner edge or something of that nature, orange. And here's the other two. And then I had in another video, you know, if you know, if you don't want to do that and you say, hey, I want a different stencil. Well, I also seen some that on Pinterest, and you know, just you can blow those up, and I put them in a laminator and made my own stencil. And I was doing that at first on my other videos. And that way you can get exactly what you want. And here's another one from Dollar Tree with the heart shapes. Okay, but getting back to this, you know, you could see that I did some of the curly cues and stuff, and then, you know, just take quotes out of, you know, like Somerset, I think another good place. Sometimes the Variety magazine has quotes and stuff of that nature, but you know, I just cut them out and put them on here, as you can see. And actually this here was after I did it, I said, well, that looks like 2023, so that's what I did. I put the 2023, and that way I'd always know what year I did it. And then here's the other side. And this was like 3 different quotes. So I thought I'd put the colorful butterfly. And this is all I had of a flower out of Somerset, was the corner. And you can see I just went around and you know, you really have to study hers. It's kind of like, she's kind of like Tisha Moore. It's just like the more the merrier, you know. And she uses a lot. You can see in the background there is just so much going on. So she uses probably stencils from everywhere. And let's see, this was the inside to that one. And then this one I was working on earlier. And you can see this is with the shimmery sprays. And then, you know, I used some of my own stamps, but I think I'm going to go around and hide the white around them so they'll sort of blend in a little more. And then this was the other side. This here was mostly, I'd say 80% was things I'd found on the internet and, you know, just printed off. And then, you know, just fill in the blanks with, you know, your own pen or whatever. But then, you know, then you'll put them together, of course. So it looks very much like a Valerie Sjodin type deal. But I thought I would try different paper. The only drawback, you know, I had done 6 pages, and you got to really saturate them if you want that deep color, you know, like she has. If you want that deep color, you just got to saturate the page. But a drawback, you know, I probably wouldn't use this paper again. It was a bit on the thin side, and plus what I had done after I had made them, I had stuck 2 sheets together. So then you're always going to have that binding problem when you go to fold it. It's going to, you know, crimp up on the inside, which I did have that problem. And so I thought, well, I guess the reason being why I did that is because, you know, when I did one side, you know, you can't flip the other side over that's white. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to, you know, saturate that side with the green. So that's why I had to put a green with a pink and what have you, because once you saturate a page, I don't know if you can go back and saturate the other side as well as not. But, you know, I'm going to try today and just see what happens. But this here, I gotten out of the Canson Mixed Media. These are 9x12s and 98-pound paper. So I'm going to spray these down. I got to pull my sheet over here so we don't spray everything in Kingdom Come, but I guess, well, we'll just stick 2 together, but I can, but that's what I did for that over there. It's like I sprayed one with the pinks and the yellows. Oh, and here's the kicker on another thing. When you do the pink, you're kind of hard pressed on what colors you can use. So I went back and looked at some of her videos and her papers, and I think she's using very light yellows and greens and pinks. So, you know, to make things pop against this high contrast pink, you're going to have to go darker. In which, even on these, I use like a reddish brown. And I used a reddish brown to go around the edges to give it a little bit of border. But that's what I'm saying. When you go really saturated, then you have to go even darker with the markings and what have you. But I just wanted to spray a couple of these. And this here's the shimmer. Let's see, I don't want to put the shimmer on first. I think I want to go more with the yellows. If you do use one shimmer and one not, I would definitely go with the one not shimmery first. And we'll just I think I'll fold it over. No, let's back up. Let's back up. Because I don't think that's going to work if I try to fold it over. So you really got to saturate it. And then since I saturated it, I took another sheet and went over top of it, just so I wouldn't be wasting so much of it. And that's really pretty, but even though it's dripping on me. Let me grab a paper towel. But what I did overnight, even though this here is what, 98-pound paper, it still rolled up on me. So what I just let it curl up, and I stood it up on my desk overnight. And that way see, I need kind of lighter colors anyway, because, you know, you're limited when you go too dark. And then see, you had the problem, what are you going to do with that side? You can't leave that side white. So, I don't know. The only other thing I think you could do is maybe have one sheet like this, and maybe if you want to glue the other one to it, maybe slit it, or take a, you know, a sliver down the middle out, and, you know, just put the other two on the side, on, you know, on this side with that little bit of gap in there, and that way you won't have that problem. But see, I don't know how much more I can saturate it. It's already flimsy, and it feels just like the first paper that was even thinner than this. Okay, and we'll do one more. Okay, so on this one, I think we'll use, hang on, I need to move these other two. I think I'm going to use blue and green on this one. Be sure to wipe your nozzles off. I probably could have sprayed some water on here also to make that more saturated looking. That's interesting. I like that. I'll have to leave these laid out. And I really don't want to hit it with the paper towel, but I think I'll take another piece of paper. I'm going to take another piece of paper to sop this up, because the paper towel always leaves that paper towel look. And it still looks good anyway. Let's bring this one over. I'm going to try hard not to mess up the middle and just get these strips here on the edge, because I like how that already looks. And then that's how that one looks. And you know, you can make ephemera or either stamp flowers on this to go on those books. But I like how the papers turned out, even though they're really flimsy right now, but I just like the effect it gives when, you know, when they dry out. I don't care if they're all crinkly, but, you know, I love that about them. That one, here's the green again. But anyway, I hope my book inspired some of you all, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you could, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, see you tomorrow.